Madam Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and most honored Jermaine. My topic tonight is tragedy or experience. Earthquakes, tsunamis, nuclear disasters happen all the time around us. What would you call it? For some people, it is a tragedy. For others, it is an experience. I would like to share with you, from my personal experience, some of the tragedies and experiences that I've had. In 1993, when I moved back from Doha to Mumbai, that evening we reached and we were tired. We went to bed early, and in the wee hours of the morning, around 4 o'clock, we suddenly heard the crows cawing and birds chirping in a shrieking way. It was very unusual. It was followed a few seconds later by the earth shaking. And we heard from the kitchen the utensils, the pots and the pans clanging, making noise. Immediately I realized that we were in the midst of an earthquake. With my 20-day-old daughter and my family, we quickly ran out of the apartment to the grounds. We were on the first floor of a 3-story building. Now, while we went out, we did not realize, and we pulled the door behind us without taking the key with us. So now we were out in the grounds, in my shorts and in my undershirt, locked out of the house. We started talking to the neighbors, who we did not know because we were away from that place for quite a while. And fortunately, one of them allowed me to use his scooter so we could go to a cousin's place and get a duplicate key. For us, it was an experience. But 500 kilometers away, where the epicenter was, a place called Latur. In Latur, for the people out there, it was a tragedy. About 10,000 people died, perished in that earthquake. And it took years to build that place back. We learned from this experience 3 things. One, that animals and birds have a sixth sense and know about things that are going to happen, natural disasters, before we can. The second, if there is an earthquake or tremors that you feel, run to open grounds so that you don't have debris or any loose substance falling on you. And thirdly, never lock the door behind you by leaving the key behind. Events take place every day, and people sometimes call it tragedy. Others call it an experience. A few months later, my wife went to Bangalore for a family wedding, only with my daughter, who was 7 months at that time, and a mother. Returning back, she decided to come by the train, which was a good 18 hours train ride from Bangalore to Mumbai. When they were on the train, my daughter woke up from her nap. So she took the daughter and put her towards the window, trying to show her the view from the outside. My daughter was laughing and smiling to herself when all of a sudden they heard a thud noise. And my daughter started to scream and cry. Nobody knew what happened. So my wife was trying to pacify her. When suddenly the lady on the opposite side shouted, "Koon, koon!" which means blood, blood in Hindi. My wife looked, and all over her dress was blood flowing from. She did not know where it was coming from. Fortunately, there was a doctor in that compartment who helped locate the wound on the back of her head. Till today, we do not know what was the cause of that particular incident. For us, it was not only a tragedy, but also an experience. The tragedy was we had to make sure that we were able to get my daughter to the right medical center quickly. The experience was we had to make sure in future when we travel by train to close the window so that no flying objects can come in. That's what we presume was the cause. Earthquakes, tsunamis, nuclear disasters continue to be in headlines time and time again. People in the midst of it call it a tragedy. People from surrounding it call it an experience. You can learn from these experiences because it helps us to understand and to better prepare ourselves for tragedies that can strike in our own area. Back to you, man.